Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about how I walked on to a college cross country team, a D1 cross country team with the 1746 5K. I wanted to play college soccer. I've played soccer since I was 5 years old. I played soccer all through high school. I never did track. I only started doing cross country because I wanted to get faster for soccer. So the whole story of how I switched from soccer to cross country, that's a whole nother story. I can make a separate video about that if you want. But truth to be told, I wasn't really recruited at all by any college coaches. I made an NCSA profile. Some of y'all may know what that is. So like you can like put your times on it, and then college coaches will email you if they think you meet their expectations, that sort of thing. I ran a 1746 5K as my highest 5K time in high school. So as a lot of y'all probably know, like that's not like very fast, especially for a Division 1 kind of level. But I had been looking at Wofford, and I had been watching what their runners were kind of doing for the 8K, and they were all around, like, a lot of them were 30s, like 30s or 29s, a couple 28s and 27s. One was a 26. But I saw that and I was like, wow, I think I actually could compete here. The thing about me is that I'm very academics focused. If you don't know already, academics are kind of my priority. And so I had already had my two schools picked out for my senior year. That was going to be Wofford College because of their pre-med program, and USC Honors College because they also had a good pre-med program, and they're also an honors college, and they're in-state. I wanted to stay in-state, and both of these schools happened to be Division 1. I wasn't really going to go anywhere else. USC actually doesn't have a cross country team, so my entire hope of running college cross country was at Wofford College. My choice to start to try and run college cross country actually started at the end of my junior year, and it was a very spontaneous decision. And by that point, like I said earlier, I had already basically picked out the colleges I was going to apply to, and those were Wofford College, USC Honors College, UNC Chapel Hill, Clemson. So really big schools. I probably was not going to be running for Clemson or Chapel Hill because they have some pretty fast people there. So yeah, it all rested on Wofford. And I mentioned NCSA. I did get a couple emails from some colleges. There was this one college in Texas. They were actually Division 1. They offered me a preferred walk-on opportunity. I think it was University of Texas at Rio Grande. I forgot how much they offered me. I just remember being like, oh my gosh, I actually am getting somewhat recruited for this now. And then also Converse College, which is funny because they're like right next to us, but their coach actually reached out to me and offered me some money to run there. But like I said, I'm academics focused, and neither of those schools had the programs that I wanted. So I was dead set on Wofford. Pretty much my entire hope of running cross country rested on me contacting the Wofford coach. Here's basically what happened. My coach was the only contact I ever had with the college track and field coach. Like, I have not talked with any other college track and field coach whatsoever because I was so new. I had no idea how the recruiting process worked. So I just hinged my entire running career on this one potential opportunity. So around November, Wofford has this thing called Wofford Scholars, where if you have like a certain SAT score or you meet these certain requirements, you can go and you can interview for some scholarships. And so I went down to Wofford's campus and I did my interviews, and I still had it in the back of my mind, I want to talk to this coach. I need to get his email. I don't have his email. I don't have any contact. So after my interviews were done, I reached out to one of the faculty members who was giving a tour, and I was like, hey, do you happen to have coach's email or phone number? And he was like, no, I don't, but I have someone who does. Maybe. And so we hunted around campus for that guy. We found him. He gave Coach a call. Coach picked up the phone and said that he was actually on campus on a Saturday morning, which is insanely lucky. So the guy was like, hey, we have a prospective recruit here. He's interested in talking to you. And he was like, okay, sure, let's bring him in. And I found myself just sitting in the office waiting for, I guess an interview, that sort of thing, with a college coach after barely running for 1 year. And so he brings me into the conference room and he was like, hey, so times, PRs, what's up? What you got for me? And I was like, 1746. That's it. Yeah. And he was like, what? That's it? And I was like, yeah, that's literally it. But hold on just a second. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to train. I don't really have a coach who knows what he's doing. I need help. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to do research on my own, but I don't know how to do it. And I've gotten injured and everything's going horribly. So I've barely been running a year. Please help me. And he just looked at me for a little bit and he's like, you're interesting because you're so eager, but you're so new to this. Like, you're interesting. I'll tell you right now, we can't offer you a scholarship, but you're within our walk-on range. So if you're interested in continuing to go to Wofford and you're still interested in running by the time school is over, just give me an email and we'll be in contact. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I managed to walk on to a D1 college with a 1746 5K. I know, it's unconventional and it probably shouldn't have happened. I'm super lucky and I'm working every single day to ensure that I still deserve a spot on this team. It's been a wild ride going from soccer, competitive soccer, all the way to competitive distance running. I could have never possibly foreseen it. And if y'all are interested on me making a video about how I basically had a falling out with soccer and what happened there, then just let me know in the comments. I'll be trying to post once a week with videos that y'all request me to do on Instagram. So that's everything. Thank you and have a great rest of your night. Oh, be sure to like and subscribe. That'll be cool. Thanks.